Welcome to eToro minimum deposit and minimum copy amount. Okay, so eToro's minimum deposit has temporarily changed over the past year from the original $200 to $1,000, then back to $500 for technical and stock exchange limitation reasons and to protect its investors and the computers or servers that are running the platform. But I'm happy to report that the first time minimum deposit is back to the normal $200 for most countries, but there are some limitations, okay, and exceptions. Remember, after the first time deposit, all future minimum deposits will be $50, okay? So if we look on eToro's website here, it gives you all the details here. So the minimum deposit, first time minimum deposit when you set up your account is $200 for most countries. And then after that, it's only $50. But if you're residing in Austria, Germany, Netherlands, Norway, or USA, the first time minimum deposit is only $50. But there are some countries that are exceptions. If you live in these countries, the first time minimum deposit is $1,000. So I'll quickly list them off: Azerbaijan, Bahrain, Cayman Islands, Costa Rica, Dominican Republic, Egypt, French Polynesia, Georgia, Gibraltar, Iceland, India, Isle of Man, Jersey Island, Georgian, Kyrgyzstan, Kenya, Kuwait, Lithuania, Morocco, New Zealand, Oman, Palestine Territory, Qatar, Reunion Islands, Saudi Arabia, Senegal, and Ukraine. And then if you're in Algeria, it's $5,000. And if you're in Israel, it's a minimum deposit of $10,000. But remember too, all deposits through bank transfers must be at least $500. It doesn't matter if it's your first time or second time or third time, it needs to be $500. And in corporate accounts is $10,000 for the minimum deposit. Okay, so that has all changed. And the easiest way to find out what the minimum deposit is in your country is just go to deposit funds place in your eToro account and type in $200. And if $200 is the minimum first time deposit, there will be no red mark here. Okay. But let's say if I can deposit $50 now because it's not my first time minimum deposit. So $50 after your first time minimum deposit of $200, it'll be $50 after that. But if I try to deposit $25, it'll come up with the minimum deposit is $50. So if you type in $200 into your account, it'll tell you what your minimum amount is in your country. That's through PayPal and credit card. But remember, bank transfers, the minimum deposit is always $500. You can see I can't deposit $200 there. Okay, so I hope that was useful for you guys. So let's go over to the minimum amounts to copy a popular investor. Okay, so the minimum amount to copy a popular investor was also temporarily increased from 200 to 500, with the minimum amount to invest in one stock increased from $1 to $2 in the past year for the same reasons mentioned above. Okay, but again, I'm happy to report the minimum amount to copy a popular investor on eToro is back to $200, with the minimum amount to invest in one stock back to $1. Okay, so I'm going to explain why that is now. But remember to please check each popular investor's profile for instructions on a minimum amount to copy their whole profile. Why? Let me show you. Okay, so I'll just go over an example, then I'll show you in on the platform. To successfully open each trade on your copy, each stock in the popular investor stock portfolio has to be at least 0.5% of their total investment, as 0.5% of the $200 you invest is $1. Okay, remember the minimum amount to open a trade on a copy when you copy someone else, they open a trade in Amazon, you have to have a minimum amount of $1 of your $200 invested. So their amount invested in Amazon has to be at least 0.5%. So an example here. So you copy an investor with $200 and they buy a stock with 0.5% of their portfolio, meaning that you invest $1 as 0.5% of 200 equals $1. So if you come over to my portfolio copy trading forum, so I have a swing trading account on eToro, and I've only 8 stocks in my portfolio, and I don't. It's 8 full stocks, one trade with each stock. Okay, so on my account you can copy open trades or not. So that just means you can copy the whole all my past trades, or you can just copy. If you don't copy open trades, it'll just copy the new trades that I open. But that's okay with me because I'm only short term, so I swing trade. So it's 2 days to several weeks. I hold a stock, so it'll not be long invest in your money. So you can copy me with at least $200 for 6 months. So why is that important? So if you come to my stocks, you can see here, these are all the stocks I have invested in. So I have 20% of my portfolio in one stock, 14% on another stock. So that's above the 0.5% of my total portfolio. So if you copy me with $200, every trade will open, okay? And I always only have 8 stocks, so it's always going to be at least over 12% for each trade, okay? So that is solid there. But let's see, if you go over to Heloise Grief, Ruby MCA, if you go to each person you want to copy, you have to read the portfolio. You can see here, copy open trades, but copy with at least 1,000 for at least 3 years. Less than this may result in trades not executing. So remember, it has to be 0.5%. Each of our investments has to be 0.5% at least of our total portfolio for that stock to open. So I'll just show you. If you go into our portfolio, you can see there's lots of stocks, but if you click into each stock, there's going to be multiple stocks because a lot of the popular investors to do dollar cost average or to buy stocks over at different times at different prices, or else they want to sell a part of a stock at a different time or invest at different times. But you can see here the amount invested of our total portfolio. There's one stock here, it's 0.42. So if you copy Ruby MCA with copy open trades and you copy over $200, it won't open because it's 0.442. So there has to be at least 0.5% of her total portfolio. Remember, because this will not be $1. If 0.42 of 200 is about 90 cents. So it has to be at least $1 to open the trade. So that's not going to open. So you have to read each portfolio. So make sure you do that before you invest in a popular investor, read the portfolio. But let's see here. So just on eToro, the minimum amount to invest is $200. The maximum amount of traders you can copy simultaneously is 100 people. So you can only copy 100 people at one time. And the maximum amount you can invest in one trader is 2 million. And the minimum amount for a copy trade is $1. Remember, each trade has to be $1. So it has to be that 0.5% of $200 that you invest has to be the $1. Trades below this won't be open. Okay, guys, so I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. And leave a comment if you have any questions. And if you want to sign up for the eToro, please use my partner link in the description, and it's supporting my channel and my work for free. Okay, peace and love. Have a great day ahead. Bye.